Hey there, everyone! Welcome back. If you enjoy hip-hop news, pop culture commentary, and all things music industry related, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Today, there's a really interesting topic. Kanye West, Ye, recently came out and admitted he's jealous of Kendrick Lamar. There's a lot to unpack here, from the creative rivalry to Kanye's habit of comparing himself to God, so let's dive right in. First things first, you might be wondering, why would one of the greatest and most influential hip-hop artists of our time, Kanye West, be jealous of another rapper, even if that rapper is Kendrick Lamar? Well, in a recent discussion, Kanye opened up about feeling overshadowed by Kendrick's success and collaborations. For starters, Kendrick Lamar is recognized as one of the most groundbreaking lyricists of this generation. He's won numerous awards, including multiple Grammys, and he's even performed at the Super Bowl, so it's no surprise that people in the industry might look at Kendrick with a bit of envy. But hearing that specifically from Kanye, who's never been shy about his own accomplishments or self-confidence, is pretty eye-opening. Kanye's confession about his jealousy includes a few key points. Kendrick's collaborations. Kanye mentioned feeling a certain type of way about Kendrick featuring on different projects, like Playboi Carti's album, and not involving him. He saw that as either exclusion or a mismatch of styles, raising the question, why is Kendrick working with so-and-so, but not with me? Biblical comparisons. Kanye, in typical Kanye fashion, drew a parallel between his jealousy and God's jealousy. Referencing the Bible's depiction of God as a jealous God, he then claimed he's the closest thing to God on earth, explaining that his intense feelings were akin to divine jealousy. Past tensions. This was not the first time Kanye expressed frustration about Kendrick's spotlight, especially during the Super Bowl. According to some sources, he tried to overshadow Kendrick's big moment by making announcements about his own goals and achievements. This leads us to a deeper question. Is Kanye simply expressing raw human emotion, or is there more to it? Let's take a quick look at Kanye's track record with rivalries, tensions, and collaborative drama. Kanye versus Jay-Z. For years, Kanye and Jay-Z were close collaborators, making the iconic album Watch the Throne together. Later, public feuds began, with Kanye criticizing Jay-Z and Beyoncé, claiming they used him or didn't support him in tough times. Kanye versus Drake. There's been a constant back and forth between Kanye and Drake over the past few years, involving subtle jabs in songs, disses on social media, and competition for chart positions. Rivalries with peers have become almost part of Kanye's brand. Self-comparison to greats. Whether it's Beethoven, Walt Disney, Steve Jobs, or God, Kanye has repeatedly compared himself to historical icons. These moments have drawn backlash, but also highlight Kanye's belief that he operates on a different plane of creativity. So, when Kanye says he's jealous of Kendrick Lamar, it might be part of a larger pattern where he feels overshadowed or left out, even if, from an outsider's perspective, Kanye is wildly successful. That points to deeper insecurities, feeling others are at the cutting edge while he's locked out or misunderstood. When Kanye references the Bible by saying God is a jealous God and then calls himself the closest thing next to God on earth, it's easy to interpret that as pure arrogance. But let's dig a bit deeper. Biblical context. In the Old Testament, God's jealousy is about exclusivity. God wants devotion, not worship of false idols. Kanye's statement could be seen as him feeling so devoted to his craft that he experiences the same jealousy when attention shifts elsewhere. Artistic ego. In the music industry, big egos are the norm, especially for someone with a track record of hits, sold-out tours, and cultural influence. For Kanye, comparing himself to God can be a dramatic way of saying, I'm on a mission bigger than most artists. Coping mechanism. Often, those with big dreams and big pressures also deal with anxiety or mental health struggles. Equating oneself to God might be a coping mechanism or a reflection of mania if he's in an unbalanced state of mind. It's worth remembering that Kanye has been open about his mental health challenges, dealing with bipolar disorder. Whenever he has these grandiose moments, it's a reminder that the line between genius and instability can be razor thin. Now, let's talk about Kendrick Lamar. He's an artist revered for incredible storytelling, social commentary, and unique production choices. From Good Kid, M.A. City to Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, Kendrick has continuously raised the bar. Accolades: Kendrick has won numerous Grammys, and one of his albums earned a Pulitzer Prize, an unprecedented moment for hip-hop. Super Bowl performance: Kendrick's performance at the Super Bowl alongside Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and Mary J. Blige was a milestone for hip-hop. Kanye reportedly felt overshadowed by the hype around Kendrick's appearance. Why Kanye might feel jealous. Although Kanye is legendary, there's always a hunger to stay relevant, especially for an artist who once prided himself on shaping the cultural zeitgeist. Watching Kendrick consistently push creative boundaries could ignite that competitive fire, making Kanye long for that same spotlight and fresh recognition. Here's a personal take on why Kanye's jealousy feels so raw: fear of irrelevance. Kanye built his legacy on being a trailblazer, from the college dropout to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. He might worry about losing his top spot as new generations emerge. Lack of control. In recent years, Kanye's public image has been overshadowed by personal issues. His divorce from Kim Kardashian, controversial statements, social media rants. He might feel he's losing control of his narrative, while Kendrick emerges with polished, powerful projects. Desire for acknowledgement. Deep down, Kanye wants recognition for his role in paving the way for artists like Kendrick. He could be thinking, "I opened doors. Why am I not getting the respect I deserve?" That can morph into envy when the spotlight shifts to others. Mental health factor. If Kanye is in a tumultuous mental state, smaller slights or unmet expectations can feel magnified. Jealousy can spiral into bigger conflicts or more public feuds. While healthy competition can motivate artists, Kanye's brand of jealousy could be self-sabotaging for several reasons. Burning bridges, publicly criticizing peers, or calling them out can make it harder to collaborate in the future. Music thrives on synergy, and shutting out potential collaborators can hurt an artist's career. Mental toll. Public rants and heightened jealousy can take a psychological toll, especially for Kanye, who has been navigating mental health challenges. Family strain. This drama doesn't just affect Kanye, it also impacts his children and extended family. Public feuds can spill over into private life. Public perception. Fans may grow weary of repeated controversies. Even if people love his music, the constant outbursts and feuds can overshadow genuine artistic talent. Many fans believe Kanye could benefit from professional help or a strong support system. Whether through therapy, holistic treatments like acupuncture and herbal medicine, or simply taking a break from the spotlight, mental health care is crucial. Respite from the spotlight. Sometimes stepping away from social media and public scrutiny can help artists reset and return in a better headspace. Industry influence. People like Jay-Z or others in power might encourage him to seek help, but ultimately, the decision is Kanye's. Creative focus. Channeling energy into new music rather than public rants might offer some relief. Kanye's best work often emerges from times of intense personal reflection, so this phase could yield meaningful art if he channels it productively. So, is Kanye's jealousy of Kendrick Lamar surprising? For those familiar with Kanye's history of rivalries and grandiose claims, it might not be a shock, but it does spotlight the complexity of Kanye's mindset, his desire for relevance, and his struggle to balance admiration with envy. Remember, even the most confident stars can feel threatened when newer talents garner massive praise. For someone who's always prided himself on originality and influence, admitting envy can be a reminder that these are very human emotions. What do you think? Is this just another example of Kanye's ego, or is it a normal human emotion magnified by fame? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more music industry commentary. Thanks for tuning in, stay safe, stay curious, and catch you in the next video.